Good morning, my dear students. I'm very glad to see you.
We're glad to see you too.
Thank you. You may sit down. My dear students, I want you to practice your pronunciation before we start our lesson. And look at the board, please. This you can see a proverb. And we, first of all, practice. You will repeat after me all together, okay? Line by line. So let's start. Whether the weather is fine.
Whether the weather is fine.
Or whether the weather is not.
Or whether the weather is not.
Whether the weather is cold.
Whether the weather is cold.
Or whether the weather is hot.
Or whether the weather is hot.
Will weather the weather.
Will weather the weather.
Whatever the weather.
Whatever the weather.
Whether we like it or not.
Whether we like it or not.
So now practice in pairs, and then I'll ask some students, okay?
The weather is cold, or whether the weather is hot. Well, whether the weather, whatever the weather,
Okay, so are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Samuel, can you read aloud? So listen to me. As quicker as you can. As quicker as you can. Whether the weather is fine or whether the weather is not. Okay?
Okay.
So try.
Whether the weather is fine or whether the weather is not. Whether the weather is cold or whether the weather is hot. Well, whether is the weather, whatever the weather, whether we like it or not.
Okay, good, very nice, thank you. Nastya, can you?
Yes.
Try.
Whether the weather is fine or whether the weather is hot, whether the weather is cold or whether the weather is hot, whether the weather, whatever the weather we like or not.
Okay, thank you. Now, students, I want you to divide into two groups. So you should take one card and then find your group, please. Okay, so now your turn. Choose. Now, so let's stand up and find. Custom, sit here, and rule sit there. Okay, hurry up, hurry up. Okay, so very nice. Now, students, look at the board, and I want you to introduce the theme of our lesson. So the theme of lesson is socializing in the UK, and we are going to talk about etiquette. So before continue our lesson, I want you to give some one definition of the word etiquette. Etiquette refers to the practices and forms that are prescribed by social convention or by authority. It may also be defined as customs or rules that govern behavior regarded as correct and acceptable in official or social life. Now, I want you look a small video, and there you can see some rules how to behave when you are in the United Kingdom, and in some you will know some rules how to be polite. Okay, so look and watch it, please.
Do's and don'ts, a guide to English etiquette. Settle down, everybody, settle down. Here in England, there are a few rules you need to abide by. Brush up on these and you'll get along tip-top. Firstly, you may have noticed you have to queue for most things. Don't grumble, this is what we like to do. When venturing out in public, remember, do smile and don't stare. Ensure your gaze is held for no longer than 3.5 seconds to avoid looking odd. When making your first acquaintance, remember a handshake will suffice. Don't hug, don't kiss, or any other intimate fondlings. Occasionally, you may be fortunate enough to receive an invitation for dinner. This is when you have to be on your best behaviour. Establish a good eating manner and don't place your elbows on the table. When engaging in conversation, do not talk with your mouth full. And always bear in mind your fellow guests would be horrified if you were to eat with your mouth open or eat off your mouth. yawn, don't bark, don't pick your nose. If you do, apologise immediately. However, if you have a major calamity and happen to pass wind, ignore it and hope that everyone else will too. Just remember, if at first you don't succeed, do try again.
Okay, good. And now I want you to do some task. So there you should make this, with these words, make the sentence. It is one rule that you have listened in this video. Okay, think in your groups and 10 seconds to make the word. So raise your hand and come to the board. Okay, who is ready? Who is ready? Raise your hand. Who is ready? Who is ready? Okay, Samir, come to the board and come to the board. Okay, so come to the board and choose the word and put and make a sentence. Okay. So, can you read the sentence?
Don't chew with open mouth.
Mouth. Don't chew with open mouth. So, and what is it? So, what and what is it? What is it? Don't chew with open mouth. Class. Настя?
Кашель с открытым ртом.
No, no. Don't chew.
Не жевать.
Не жевать с открытым ртом. Okay, thank you. Samir, come back to your place. Now. Well, next. So, who would like to make some? Who is ready? Who is ready and want to come to the board?
I think I'm ready.
Okay, Dasha, come to the board and make a sentence, please. Okay, so read aloud, please.
Say thank you when someone give you something.
Okay, so and what is it?
Говори спасибо, когда кто-то дает тебе что-то.
Okay, thank you. Come back to your seat. Next task will be, so these are scrambled words. So you should make a word. You should make a word. So think in your groups and decide what are these words. Okay, so discuss what the first word, what the second, what the third, and the fourth. Try to speak in English in your groups, okay? And who will be ready, raise your hand, okay?
Okay. One word is etiquette, second word respect, third social.
So who is ready? Raise your hand. Who is ready? Who is ready? Or who would like to come to the board and make a word? So Samir, come to the board and make
three
words. Okay, so come and make, please. Only one, okay? Only one. If you first, second, or third, as you wish.
Respect, honor.
Okay, so and can you read this word?
Respect.
Respect, and how it will be in Russian? Respect. Help Samir. Respect.
Уважение.
Уважение. Or уважать. Okay, so sit. Come back to your seat. Dasha again. Okay, so Dasha come. Oh, okay. Good. Okay, are you? I think this is one mistake, yeah? So these two letters should change. So what is the word acceptable? What is the word? Подходящий, приемлемый. Okay, thank you, Katya. Come back to sit. Настя. Social and how it will be in Russian? Общественный. Okay, thank you. So your turn, your group. Denise, come to the board. Come to the board and make a word, please. Don't be afraid. It's not so horrible or ugly. So read it. Etiquette. Okay, good of you. Thank you for this task. So let's come back to our lesson. And I want you to answer the question. What is social etiquette? What is social etiquette? So, Nastya. Customs and rules. Right here. So, customs and rules. And now, I want you to answer the question, what is the aim of the lesson? So you should look at these words and make the aim of the lesson. So who knows what is the aim in Russian? Nastya? Цель. So we should make the aim of our lesson. So look at these words. Try to think what the aim of our lesson. And I want you to look, just make a note, UK and Russia. So we are going to talk blah blah blah. Okay, think a little. And so our aim of the lesson is, who would like to say? Masha?
We'll be able to talk about customs and rules in the UK and in Russia.
And in Russia. Okay, very nice. Thank you. Well, you are very good students. Thank you for these tasks. And now I'll give you the text, and you will listen the tape. During listening and reading the text, I want you to answer the question. Nastya, read the question, please.
What do you think people in the UK do in their situations?
Okay, so you should answer of these 4 questions. Samir, read the first question.
How do the British greet someone for the first time?
Okay, Dasha, read the second question.
How do the British greet friends and their relatives?
Okay, Nastya, read the third question.
What should you when you visit a British person?
What should you do when you visit a British person? And Denise?
When can you talk about with a British person?
So you should find the answers in this text during listening and reading. and on these questions. Okay? Okay, so let's listen.
Social etiquette in the UK. The British are famous for their language, sense of humour, and of course politeness. So, when you are in the UK, make sure you respect the social etiquette in the following situations. British people are quite reserved when greeting one another. A handshake is the most common form of greeting when you meet someone for the first time. It is only when you greet close friends or relatives that you would kiss them on the cheek or give them a hug. The British may also call you by many different affectionate names, such as dear, chuck, mate, gov, son or madam. Do not be offended, this is quite normal. The British like their privacy, so not all topics are safe for small talk. Avoid asking people about their age, religion, politics, marital status, weight, or how much they earn. Instead, acceptable small talk topics are family, films, television, sport, studies, food, hobbies, and of course the weather. When you visit people at home, make sure you're on time. It's also nice to take a gift for your hosts, such as a bottle of wine, a bunch of flowers, or a box of chocolates. A British person might say, "Come and see me soon," or "Drop in anytime." However, you must always phone before you visit someone.
Okay, so next, let's find the information. What do they usually do, British people, when they meet people? So, who knows and who has found the information on this question? Dasha?
They meet people with handshake.
With handshake. Okay, what else? So find the information in the text. Samir?
A handshake is the most common form of greeting when you meet someone for the first time.
Okay, what else? Is there anything? Okay, continue.
It's only when you're great close friends or relative that you would kiss them on the cheek or give them
a hug. So, shake hands, you're right. Hug each other or kiss and wave to each other and smile. Yeah, right, you're Dasha. Okay. Next, situations making small talk. So find the information. So what they can talk about. So Nasta, try to speak the whole sentence, okay? They can talk.
They can talk about weather.
Weather. Okay, what else? Continue. Pets, Dasha.
Family, films, television, sports, studies, food, hobbies.
Okay. Okay, so as in the picture you have mentioned pets, yeah, they can talk about gardening, so about hobbies, yeah?
Yes.
And the weather is the common theme of the small talking. Okay, next, visiting people at home. So look at the text again and Samir?
When you visit people at home, make sure you are on time. It's also nice to take a gift for your host, such as a bottle of wine, a bunch of flowers, or a box of chocolates.
Okay, Dasha?
You must always phone before you visit someone.
Yeah, right, yeah. So, and
Give a present.
And give a present, yeah. So Samir has just mentioned. So we should bring a present, once again, some flowers or something for the host, yeah? Some sweets, chocolate, biscuits or cakes, yeah? So, and now I want you to play activities according to this text, so according to our topic. So, the first question, how do the British greet someone for the first time? A. They shake hands. B. They shake legs. C. They shake hands. So, let's say you the first.
They shake hands.
They shake hands. C, yeah?
Yeah.
Write down 3 points to your group, okay? So, the next question. How do the British greet friends and their relatives? So, the second group? So, how do they greet? A. They kiss them. They kick them. And C. They do nothing.
They kiss them.
Okay, let's check. Write your 3 points. So next question, your turn. What can you talk about with a British person? So you can talk about family, sport, food, hobbies. You can talk about studies, age, food, hobbies. Or you can talk about family, sport, television, weight. So Masha?
About family, sports, food, hobbies.
About family, so let's check. Yeah, you're right. So 3 points to your group, write down. And don't forget to count them, okay? So next question. What should you do when you visit a British person? Shouldn't be on time. Bring some food and drink. Be on time and bring a little gift for a host. Okay, Katya?
Be on time and bring a little gift for your host.
Okay, so good. Well, 3 points. Next. In this task, you should match the verbs with their definitions. So, work, first of all, work in your groups and match the verbs with the descriptions. Then we will check. So, you have 3 minutes for this task, okay? 3 minutes for this task. Okay? You can do this task individually or in pairs or with the whole group, okay? And don't forget, when you're working in the group, try to speak in English, okay? You want 2 minutes? 2 minutes left? One and a half minute left. Okay, so wait a little bit, okay? Okay, so let's wait. Half minute. Okay, so if you're ready, we can start. If you're ready, we can start. Yeah, yes. Are you ready? Yes. Okay, so let's check. So who would like to name the first word? A. Samir.
A. Respect. Have a good opinion of their character of ideas.
Character. So what is the number?
9.
9. Okay, let's check. Yeah, right, you are. Good. The second group. Number. So letter B. Kiss somebody on the cheek. B. Who knows? Who? Denis? B is...
Kiss somebody on the side of the face.
So this number is 3, yeah? Okay, right, you are good of you. Wova, the next. Give them a hug. C is...
One, put your arms around them and hold them
Tightly. Tightly. Okay, so let's check. Yeah, you are right. Good. Next, D. Kate. D is
D6.
D
Showing love, fondness for somebody.
Fondness. Okay. So let's check. Yeah, good. Nastya.
To conversation about important things between people who doesn't know each other.
So E is the letter two. No, you are wrong. E, offended, means upset because of something somebody has or hasn't not done. Okay? So be more careful. Okay? Kate. Next. F. Small talk. What is it?
F is to
F is two.
conversation about important business between people who don't know each other.
Who don't know each other. Samir. Marital status.
Marital status, the state of being married or not.
So this is 8. Okay, so yeah, you're right. It is easy. Okay, next. Acceptable. Maxim?
I think 5. Good enough.
Appropriate.
Appropriate.
Okay, so let's check. Yeah, right, you are. And the last, Islam?
7. People who have guests.
Guests. Okay. Host, it means people who have guests. Yeah, you are right. Very nice. So, the next task will be you should find the words in the text which are involved and put them into the sentences, into empty places. So you should fill in the sentences using the words in bold. Okay? So I think 1 minute will be enough for you. Okay. Work individually or in groups or in pairs. Okay, so let's check. Denis.
You must be rude to your teachers.
You mustn't.
You mustn't be rude to your teachers. You should respect them.
You should respect them. Okay, so yeah, write you down. Okay, and write down 5 points to your group. 5 points. Okay, nice. The second.
Lucy gave her partner
Parents.
Parents a hug and then went to bed.
Okay, write here a hug. 5 points. Next, Kate.
Being impolite to all is not acceptable.
Okay, so let's check. Yeah, acceptable. Samir.
Effort.
Apart.
Apart from the host, he didn't know anyone in the party.
Okay, yeah, apart from the host. 5 points, please. Next group, you know. Dasha.
She kissed her daughter on the cheek before left for work.
Left for work. Okay, right here. 5 points. Thank you, my dears. Next task will be again with small texts. So you will work in your groups and you will find in these texts some rules. Look at the board. What advice would you give to a foreigner visiting Russia for the first time? So in your groups you should decide what rules you can make or give to a foreigner. And your speech should start with the words, students, pay attention. Look at the board, please. Our group decided when you travel to Russia, you should remember some rules. And then you should name these rules, okay? So working groups. You should choose a speaker of your group, okay?
Elderly.
Or elderly.
people don't show the soles of your feet to anyone or put your feet off the seats. Eating on public transport is bad manners. No matter how cold it is, if you are male traveling with a female, you should carry her bags and open doors for her. You should also leave
Choose a speaker and be ready to start. So, who is the speaker? Raise your hand in your group. Who is the speaker? Raise your hand. Okay, Samira. And in your groups? Dasha. Stand up and come to the board. Come to the board, Samira and Dasha. Shoot. Dasha, hurry up. Okay, who will be the first? Samira. Okay.
Our group decided when you travel to Russia, you should remember some rules. When you travel. On public transport, it's polite to give your seat to children of elderly people. Don't show the soles of your feet to anyone or put your feet on the seats. Eating on public transport is bad manners, no matter how cold it is. If you are a male traveling with a female, you should carry her bags and open doors for her. You should also leave a vehicle first so you can offer your hand to help you get out.
Okay, thank you. Now, Dasha.
Our group decided that when you travel, you should remember some rules. When you invited someone's house, you must be polite. You must take with you some gift for hosts. For example, it can be a bunch of flowers or chocolate or sweets. If family has some children, you shouldn't forget present for them. You must be polite. It's one of the most popular rules for you. Take compliments for family or hosts. It's polite. Also make sure that you don't cross your legs because it's very bad manners. Finally, don't forget thank you for hosts.
Okay, thank you. Well, students, now I want you to put the mark to your classmates. So your group put a mark to Samir and your group put mark to Dasha. Okay, so discuss in pairs or and in your groups what mark will you put. Okay? In English. In English. In English.
Because
Он читал.
Ну да, он читал. А ты рассказывай. Он читал. Пожалуйста.
I will put 5 to Dasha because she give some important things which are important nowadays. Rules of etiquette very important. Okay.
So your group, what mark will you put?
I will put to Samir 4 because he mostly read rather than speak.
Okay. What else? You?
I also put 4 because he could speak, not to read, and he should follow his pronunciation.
Okay, thank you. You also read that you put 4 to Samir. Okay, so what about you? What mark will you put to Dasha? Okay, Nastya?
Dasha's speech was very understandably and mostly her speech.
Her speech, okay.
Her speech rated than Samir did. And I will put 5.
You will put 5, okay. Nastya?
I also want to add that Dasha had last mistake in problem situation, so I put 5 to Dasha.
Okay, thank you. And Islam?
I will put 5 to Dasha because she gave us some important things which are important nowadays. Rules of etiquette are very important.
Okay, thank you. Now, my dears, okay, students, now let's consolidate our knowledge, and I want you to make some tasks. There you should find mistakes. There you should find mistakes. So who would like to the board and find mistake? Samir, come.
Should be here. And should be there.
Okay, can you read it, please?
First is bring a present. Second, shake hands. And third, talk about that.
Okay, thank you. Come back to your seat. Next task. Okay, who would like? Next group. Who would like? Kate, come to the board, please. So do and chew should be here.
Here.
Okay.
The should be
there.
there.
Okay. And
It should be
and to give. Okay. So read, please. Don't chew. Chew.
Don't chew
With open
mouth. He said thank you when someone give you something. He to give you sit to someone.
Okay, come back to your seat. Thank you. And next pictures. And find the mistakes. Vova, come.
You should
It should be here.
here.
Okay.
Should
Be there. There, yeah.
should be here.
Okay, and so read aloud, please. Read aloud. Read aloud.
Shouldn't eat on public transport. Don't cross your legs. Should carry her bags.
Should carry her bag. And students, so what we just have revised, what is it? So what is it?
Rules.
Rules of
Customs.
rules of
Life.
Etiquette.
of life, etiquette, right? Your etiquette. Thank you. Well, my dear students, I want to answer next 2 questions. Did you like the lesson? What was interesting and new for you, and why? So I want you evaluate our lesson and share your ideas. So now think a little bit, and then I'll ask you. Okay, so who would like to start and say some words about the lesson? Who would like? Dasha, would you like?
Yes.
Okay, so
I think that lesson is very important for teenagers now because it's rules of behavior in society.
Society.
In society. Society is important in school, in life, at home. Everyone must know it.
Okay, thank you, Dasha.
In my opinion, this lesson is very interesting, exciting, and cheerful. I like this lesson because us to work interactive board and answer interesting questions. It's very interesting.
Maxim?
I like the lesson when we read the texts because they were interesting and easy to understand.
Okay, thank you. And I also, children, want to say to you thank you for your work. Yeah, I liked to work with you because you are very clever students. So I saw that your prove your knowledge of English at this lesson. Thank you.